It is 6:54 a.m. in Starbase, Texas, a gorgeous sunrise, and Starship is targeting liftoff in just 30 minutes and 18 seconds from now at 7:25 a.m. Central Time. As you can see, it is a beautiful day in South Texas for the 5th flight test of Starship. Good morning, Star people. I'm Kate Tice.
And I'm Jesse Anderson, and we are joining you live from SpaceX Hawthorne with a big crowd here this morning. It's been roughly 4 months since our last Starship flight, and we've got a big morning ahead of us.
Flight 5, has a few primary objectives and one big first. We may be attempting to catch the Super Heavy booster. The teams at Starbase have been hard at work around the clock upgrading hardware across the entire tower with focus on the chopsticks, the 2 mechanical arms that will reach out and catch the returning booster. We're only going to attempt the catch if everything on the booster and tower checks out after launch, but either way, excitement is definitely guaranteed.
Definitely. Today's Starship features a completely reworked heat shield with stronger tiles and a secondary layer, which is an extra layer of protection for the ship that will protect from any of the that will help protect if there's any missing or damaged tiles. Now, not only did we replace the entire heat shield with our newest generation of stronger tiles for today's flight, we'll also be flying a handful of aluminum tiles that are there to help the team understand the thermodynamic environment during re-entry.
Buenas, nos volvemos a encontrar, en esta ocasión con una gran prueba para la empresa SpaceX. El quinto vuelo de prueba de Starship. La ventana de lanzamiento se abrió a las 7 de la mañana, hora central de Estados Unidos. El cuarto vuelo fue un gran éxito. A un ascenso totalmente exitoso le siguió el primer aterrizaje suave de un cohete en el Golfo de México y la Starship logró realizar un brillante reingreso, antes de su propio aterrizaje y amerizaje en el Océano Índico. La quinta prueba de vuelo de Starship tendrá como objetivo dar otro paso hacia la reutilización completa y rápida. Los objetivos principales serán intentar el primer regreso a la plataforma de lanzamiento y la captura del cohete Super Heavy y otro intento de reingreso y aterrizaje de Starship, con el objetivo de que Starship americe en el Océano Índico. Ahora bien, veamos, nuevamente, qué sería Starship, o su significado en español, astronave. También llamada Starship Super Heavy, es un sistema de lanzamiento y nave espacial totalmente reutilizable desarrollado por SpaceX como proyecto de vuelo espacial privado. Fue diseñado para permitir el transporte de carga y pasajeros hacia la órbita terrestre, la Luna, Marte. La nave, nombrada como Starship, se usará en lanzamientos orbitales en conjunto con una primera etapa, el propulsor Super Heavy, por lo que servirá como un vehículo de lanzamiento de 2 etapas a órbita. A la combinación de nave espacial segunda etapa y propulsor primera etapa también se le llama Starship. Veamos minuto a minuto lo que sucederá. 1 hora y 15 minutos antes del lanzamiento, el director de vuelo de SpaceX realiza un chequeo y verifica la carga de combustible para el OK. 49 minutos antes comienza la carga de combustible con metano líquido. 48 minutos antes comienza la carga de oxígeno líquido, LOX, del SIP. A los 40 minutos la carga de combustible de refuerzo. A los 34 la carga de LOX de refuerzo. A los 19 el Raptor comienza a enfriar el motor del propulsor y la nave SIP. A los 3 minutos debería estar completa la carga de combustible para el SIP. A los 2 se completa la carga de propulsor de refuerzo. A los 30 segundos el director de vuelo de SpaceX verifica el OK para el lanzamiento. A los 10 segundos se realizará la activación del deflector de llama. A los 3 segundos comienza la secuencia de encendido del Raptor. El momento cúlmine se da cuando la cuenta regresiva llega a 0, donde comienza la emoción. Al minuto la Starship debe llegar a Max Q, un momento de máxima tensión mecánica en el cohete. A los 2 minutos, la Starship debe llegar a MECO, donde la mayoría de los motores se apagan. A los 2 minutos 48 segundos inicio de quema de refuerzo del booster Super Heavy. A los 3 minutos 41 segundos apagado por quema de refuerzo del booster Heavy. A los 3 minutos 43 segundos se comienza a deshacerse de la etapa caliente. A los 6 minutos 8 segundos el Super Heavy llega a supersónico. A los 6 minutos 33 segundos se produce un arranque de quema de aterrizaje Super Heavy booster. A los 6 minutos 50 segundos debe comenzar la caída. A los 6 minutos 56 segundos se produce el momento más esperado. Debe realizarse el aterrizaje del Super Heavy, se realiza la quema, la inclinación y acomodamiento del Super Heavy e intento de captura. A los 8 minutos 27 segundos se debería producir corte del motor de la nave espacial. 48 minutos y 3 segundos entrada de la nave espacial. 1 hora 2 minutos y 34 segundos la nave espacial es transónica. 1 hora 3 minutos y 43 segundos la nave espacial es subsónica. 1 hora 5 minutos y 34 segundos. Un aterrizaje emocionante, el cual debería ocurrir cerca de Australia. Es increíble lo que ha realizado SpaceX en este lanzamiento. Les pido que disfruten de las imágenes y el momento histórico. Este lanzamiento también marca un antes y después en la conquista del espacio, las bases lunares y la llegada del hombre a Marte.
Here, our flight director for today, Tristan Pierce, gives some of the final call-outs. As of right now, we are 1 minute away from liftoff.
Flight directors, go for launch.
Best words you could possibly hear, 20 seconds away from liftoff.
T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. Vehicles pitching downrange. Booster after chamber pressure nominal.
"30 seconds into the flight, the rumble's just starting to reach us here at launch control.
Booster and ship,
That
avionics
is
power,
the
telemetry
sound of
nominal.
33 Raptor engines.
Max Q.
Now pass through the maximum aerodynamic pressure, the most stress the vehicle's going to see on the way uphill. All right, our next major milestone coming up, it's going to be hot staging. We're going to see the engines ignite on ship to push it away from the booster. All right, so hot staging is going to be the next thing coming up. First, we're going to see the booster's engines start to shut down, all but 3. We're going to do what's called most engines cut off instead of main engine cut off, because 3 are going to keep going, and then we're going to see the engines on ship ignite. Right now, the tower team is doing their go, no go. And we might hear some really good words soon, too. All right. Can still see it up behind me. That is one of the most gorgeous things I've ever seen in my entire life. We're coming up on hot staging next.
Ship engine
There's
start up.
most engines cut off.
Stage separation. Booster
Stage separation, hot stage separation confirmed. Ship under its own power. I'm seeing 6 out of 6 Raptors lit. Hopefully I got a booster on the way back to me. I'm going to send it to you guys in Hawthorne.
Oh man, that was absolutely incredible. I loved how the crowd
Chamber pressure is nominal.
crowd here in Hawthorne all went ooh at that first view of the blue flames from the booster. As you can see there, first stage currently performing, or excuse me, is now making its way back to the launch site. Again, we are
Ship avionics power and telemetry nominal.
the booster and the tower are both performing automated checks to make sure we are go for the booster to return to the launch pad for that catch. And once those are complete, the flight director.
Boost back for shutdown. Flight directors go for booster return.
And we did hear that the tower is go for catch. So that was one of the big criteria we were looking for.
This view
We'll
here.
wait to hear that the go for catch has been sent.
Beautiful view here from the ship.
And so exciting to hear that we got a go for booster catch. That means it's going to be a really exciting morning. Again, the booster is making its way back towards now land in order to make that catch attempt in the tower.
So incredible to see these views. You can see the ship on the right-hand side of your screen. All 6 Raptor engines are under full power. Once again, the booster is making its way back to the launch site. We are going to try and catch it using the chopsticks on the launch tower, the exact same tower that it just launched from just, 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, and the booster.
Starship on nominal
guys,
trajectory.
I can confirm the command was sent for the booster to come back.
That is
So I'm
incredible
looking
news.
up right now. It's pretty much right overhead of us, and we can see it starting to come down.
I can't wait for us to hear the sonic boom through Dan's mic. Right. That is going to be incredible. It was so cool to hear the liftoff. And so once again, a successful on-time liftoff of Starship Flight 5. The ship has separated from the booster. The booster is there on your screen. It is making its way back to the launch site. We are going to attempt the catch using the chopsticks. We did hear the confirmation that the command was sent to the tower. We are go for catch.
And in order to...
And guys, we should just be about 30 seconds away from our landing burn. It's going to happen in 3 phases. We're going to land 13 engines, burn off all of that velocity. Oh, we can see it coming down through the plume.
Booster coming in hot for booster catch.
We're going to ignite 13 of those Raptor engines, and this view is incredible right now. You can see how fast this vehicle is moving on the left-hand screen.
Landing burn has been ignited. We're now down to 3 Raptor engines. We can see those chopsticks now in view.
Booster running burn shutdown.
Mechazilla has popped booster.
This is absolutely insane. On the first ever attempt, we have successfully caught the Super Heavy booster back at the launch tower.
What an incredible view!
Are you kidding me?
Dan,
Wow.
I don't know about you, but we're losing our stuff up here.
Starship internal vent.
Guys, I'm sorry. Like, even at this day and age, what we just saw, that looked like magic. Oh, wow.
Dan,
Wow.
your view must have been insane. We are still going wild over here over this.
Folks, this is a day for the engineering history books. This is a live view of the Super Heavy booster as it has just been successfully caught back at the very same launch tower that it just came from. Dan, I love this. You are reflecting exactly what everybody else here in Hawthorne, except maybe a little bit more because you got to see it with your own eyes.
How was that?
We
Shipment
got
cut
it.
off.
I mean, like, I can't even describe that. Oh, by the way, main engine cut off, ship's in orbit, but I am like shaking right now. That was.
Yeah, this is not,
Yeah,
I mean,
let's check in on ship.
it's hard to believe that.
Starship nominal orbit insertion.
All right, exciting news there. It's hard to believe that, booster isn't the only excitement that we have today. Just confirmation there. A gorgeous view of planet Earth behind the ship.
Yes, safety.
And it is now in the orbit that we expected it to. This is just an incredible day. Live views there as the booster vents some pressures there. That is a live view from the top of the tower looking at the chopsticks.
I am still in disbelief. I'm trying to catch my tears just like the chopsticks caught the booster. It has been nonstop since liftoff. And we are all so excited about everything that's been happening so far this morning. With the booster having completed its job for today, we are going to take a short break for the next 30 minutes. We'll return back at T plus 40 minutes while the ship continues to coast before re-entry.
Oh, man. And as with previous flights, Starlink may actually enable us to talk with the ship through re-entry with no communication blackout. We, of course, are still testing Starlink during this phase of flight, so nothing is certain. But if we do have views, we'll be sure to bring those to you live.
Welcome back to Starship's 5th flight test. It has been an exciting day so far. Even the crowd here is still so excited. We lifted off from Starbase at 7:25 a.m. Central Time. The Super Heavy booster and ship had a successful separation, as well as a good boost back burn and good separation of the hot stage adapter. The Super Heavy booster then completed the landing burn with 13 Raptor engines igniting and slowing down the vehicle perfectly from Mechazilla to catch the Super Heavy booster for the first ever land recovery of the vehicle.
Now, it is insane to think that we're not done yet. We still have, in about 48 minutes, the ship will re-enter. All the flaps that will today, not that could. The ship will re-enter the Earth's atmosphere. Now, as a reminder, one of the main goals of today's test flight is for the ship to make it through the extreme heat of re-entry and to do so in a controlled manner. We learned a lot about this phase during Flight 4 and, as a result, completely reworked the heat shield, but more on all that in just a minute. Now, re-entry is typically a portion of flight where we don't have communications with the spacecraft because re-entering, it'll be re-entering at about 8 kilometers per second, or about 5 miles per second of roughly orbital velocity. Now, those speeds, the spacecraft moving through the atmosphere results in friction and creates a plasma field around the vehicle. We saw this in action on Flight 4 thanks to Starlink, and wow, it was breathtaking. The blanket of plasma ends up distorting communication frequencies, so it's not uncommon to experience brief blackouts in communication, but hopefully that's not the case today.
And Kate, that's where Starlink has just kind of been just the unsung hero and the MVP of this test campaign. I mean, it's able to give us data, not just awesome video, but also data in real time as we're going through reentry. I mean, this is something that throughout the history of spaceflight just hasn't been possible. And this is an environment that is so unforgiving, so hard to model, so hard to understand. And for the first time ever, we're able to literally watch as it unfolds in real time, get that data in real time. And we're able to do that with Starlink. And it's great for us because we get to see something, we get to see the greatest light show on the planet or off the planet. But what it means for this program, we're able to learn tremendous amounts about our heat shield, our angle of attack, everything that we're doing as we're coming in through the atmosphere at hypersonic speeds. And it's, you can't just thank it enough. And also special shout out, you're going to see some additional flap camera views. We've got a really amazing team of avionics, cameras, electronics, software people who made all that possible. And so hopefully they're going to give us an even better show on the way in today as we're coming in at about 5 times the speed of sound.
Antes de la captura, Starship ejecutó con éxito otra separación en caliente, encendiendo sus 6 motores Raptor y completando el ascenso al espacio exterior. Se deslizó a lo largo de su trayectoria planificada hacia el otro lado del planeta antes de ejecutar un reingreso controlado, pasando por las fases de calentamiento máximo y presión aerodinámica máxima, antes de ejecutar un giro, quema de combustible para aterrizaje y amerizaje en su área objetivo en el Océano Índico. La prueba de vuelo concluyó con el amerizaje 1 hora, 5 minutos y 40 segundos después del lanzamiento.
And we're basically about a minute and a half, away from the landing flip.
Yeah, the crowd's getting excited here as we get closer and closer to splashdown. Again, just about a minute away from the expected splashdown, so we should see a lot happening coming up here shortly. We're currently having a view of one of the flaps, and it is a little bit dark on your screen, but hopefully we'll get some good views of the ship as it makes that flip maneuver and touchdown for splashdown.
Yeah,
yeah, guys, we saw that speed drop like a rock. So we're doing a belly flip right now, or a belly flap right now. That's what's kind of, if you saw the high altitude campaign, That's the unique thing about how Starship comes back. So we've bled off pretty much all of the speed we're going to. We're essentially at terminal velocity.
Starship is at 5 kilometers altitude,
then
remains on target.
Five to go, coming up soon, landing burn.
Two kilometers away.
Starship is on target, approaching landing burn startup.
So keep an eye on the bottom right-hand side of your screen as well. That will be the indicator when the Raptor engines ignite, if we are unable to see that illumination ourselves.
Landing burn startup.
What a cool view of the reflection of that landing burn.
You can see the water just behind the ship.
Starship has landed.
An incredible view. I think it is safe to say we have a ship in the water.
Touchdown!
That is a live view from the ocean surface. What an incredible end to Starship's journey. A live view from a buoy that we had out at the landing zone.
An incredible view of ship landing just about on target as they were calling out.
That was amazing. And we were not intending to recover any of the ship's hardware, so that was the best ending that we could have hoped for.
Man, I don't think we're going to be able to get a ton of extra video of the heat shield, but we hit the target. We hit the target. Yeah. I mean, you know we hit the target because we had these buoys placed in a pretty specific spot, so wow. What a day. I feel like that's what I get to say. What a day. I mean, everything started off today with that launch. We were able to lift off towards the end of our window, 7:25 a.m. Central Time. 33 out of 33 Raptors in the way uphill. Successful hot stage. Booster came back. We watched it come down right behind us. Watched it get caught. And that broke my brain for a while. I'm really happy we had coast for a bit, but that's first ever booster catch, major step on the way to rapid reusability. And ship just gave us one heck of a show, making it through a controlled re-entry this time, flaps intact, made it down to the water. Hey, starships were meant to fly, and it sure as hell flew today. So let's get ready for the next one. Over to you guys.
They were meant to fly, and they were also meant to be caught by Mechazilla.
Yeah.
It's been such an incredible day today. Congratulations to our teammates and to everyone who supported the Starship program. And thank you to all of our future customers for your support. And we'll also like to thank the people of Cameron County, Texas, as well as the Coast Guard, the Federal Aviation Administration, the Government of Mexico, and the Australian Space Agency.
Now be sure to follow SpaceX on X for more updates on today's test flight and, of course, for future Starship news. Today was amazing, but the SpaceX action isn't over yet. Soon, Falcon Heavy will launch NASA's Europa Clipper, and we're also going to be returning Dragon back to Earth with NASA's Crew 8 astronauts. So congratulations again to the SpaceX team. What an amazing launch and an even cooler catch. Thank you for watching, but we're going to leave you with an awesome recap of what has been the most epic day.